What is up, Nutsacks? JJ back here from Run Pure Bets with another free pick for you. It's going to be Major League Baseball for Tuesday, July the 12th. Game's going to be played between the Washington Nationals and the Seattle Mariners. Going for the Nats is Josiah Gray. For the Mariners is Chris Flexen. Current betting spread is Mariners minus 115. Total 9.5. So we pushed the video from Friday with Royals first 5 money line because I happened to piss sitting down and lack the balls to take Royals full game. I'll say this, that, maybe we're starting to overcome a bad run here as I split one-on-one in the live show and Sunday, and with the loss or lone loss being in extras, could have been a 2-0 sweep. Felt like I got a little ass banged by Showalter there, but for another day. Then had a nice 2-0 sweep in tennis today. So yes, maybe, just maybe, the tide is turning backwards. Truth be told, you never know when Lady Luck comes back, but you just keep aiming to get good numbers. Had an interesting convo, speaking of good numbers, and I guess luck in general, right? Had a good convo with Joey Work about superstitions. Wanted your guys' thoughts. Now, it's kind of hard to be a gambler and not be superstitious at all, right? I mean, with that said, at times we can come off as humans a bit irrational when we break things down with our thought process, right? And I'm talking like good luck and bad luck charms. And I'll say this much, when a superstition relates to you and only you, then to me it's completely fair game. Like, as an example, if you're an athlete growing up, or even, even if you do, certain things at a professional level or become elite at something else, like maybe chess or something, and had a good luck charm that helped your confidence or swagger, while you're competing professionally, that's fine. I do believe that can help your like mental psyche. Where superstitious folks lose me, though, is when the object or objects in question are indirect components. Like whenever I wear my gold chain to my little sister's basketball games, she goes off. Right. I mean, that's a load of bullshit. Right. Or like when you wear a white baseball cap to a live content vid where you give out picks with others and others lose bets. That could be a bit superstitious, like legit LOL. Look, we're humans. We're filled with cognitive and confirmation biases. Right. But these cloud judgments and also shine the spotlight away from good old accountability. Of course, when we do anything poorly or below our predetermined standard, it's easy to point the finger at everyone else but ourselves. But I'll say this, that the wounds never heal if you never acknowledge that they even exist. This is a subjective convo, though, right? And in some aspects, I'm interested in all your thoughts, right? I mean, do you have good luck, bad luck charms that you believe help your day-to-day, especially in times of crisis? Or even, I don't know, like events that don't even involve you, but you have good luck charms around them. Human psychology is fascinating, and the uniqueness aspect to us all is what makes us each intriguing in our own way, right? I mean, you can literally learn something new from everybody. Now, let's be honest, superstitions span far more than we even think, right? I mean, when I started playing craps with my dad, I remember in casinos over a decade ago, the running joke with us used to be, it kind of still is to this day, whenever the waiter or waitress comes over asking for drinks or giving out drinks, and of course, a 7 gets rolled, now occasionally it would happen, and this confirmed our suspicions, right? But when it wouldn't happen, it was an easily forgettable moment. Is that a rational thought, though? I mean, of course it's not, right? I mean, someone walking by the table with drinks that has no impact on the craps game, how could that impact anything? Now, if the waiter or waitress stops the shooter as he or she has the dice and hands him or her a drink, or asks if they want a drink, now that complicates this, right? I mean, because now this has briefly stopped the entire craps game and altered the potential result. But even still, though, it's a crazy thought when you break it down rationally, though, right? Because the chances of rolling a 7 were the same in all instances. I'll end with this. I mean, humans are built to look for any excuse other than like a mirror to figure out why things go wrong in their own lives. I mean, bad luck certainly exists in samples for all, and of course you hear me complaining about it from time to time. But and especially gambling, like we deal with it feels like every day, right? But as the saying goes, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And I'll be clear that bad luck, I will be clear though separately. Bad luck with like your health or others' health around you, family, friends, that's a totally separate matter. But I'm talking like non-health related items that people endlessly pity themselves over and others. I mean, superstitions are not with the right mindset. Sole accountability. You'll never blame anyone or anyone else for anything that's going on in your life. And also, don't take yourself so seriously, right? I mean, humble yourself by laughing more at your own decisions and complaining less about others. This has been my TED Talk, dipshits. You don't get these often from me. It's more or less a lot of clown stuff, but this today has been my TED Talk, so take it or leave it. I don't really care. Eat my ass. But now let's talk some baseball. All right, so the M's travel to play the Nationals. I bet the Mariners money line -115 here. And yes, this play might come off as quote unquote chalky, my friends from Boston would say. But it's hard not to like this spot at this price, right? I mean, the Mariners are finally rounding into form, and the form most thought they could have this year, or the upside they could have as they've been reeling off win after win. This team has plenty of momentum building as they aim for a strong finish heading into the All-Star break. Winners of 8 in a row, 16-3 last 19. This team is El Fuego, as the cool kids say, and they're doing it all, actually. They've been doing it with the sticks, with pitching, and, of course, fielding. On the other end, the Nats here enter losers of 4 straight, losers of 10 of 11. Two teams going in polar opposite directions, and yet we hang a near pick 'em tag here. I get why, but I mean, this sport is streaky. Though I must admit, riding streaks in this sport this year hasn't exactly been a money train thus far. Let's talk on the pitching matchup. For the Nats, Josiah Gray goes here, and he's been having a decent year. I backed him about over a month ago and mentioned that he has high upside. If you watch him pitch, he's got good K stuff. Has a little bit of an issue with walks at times and loses his way, especially against lefties, but he'll get his fair share of lefties here with the Mariners and Jesse Winker returning from his little suspension. Chris Flexen goes for the M's here, who I honestly haven't loved this year. I had high expectations for him coming in, and he's been a mid at best. As we know, though, winning is contagious, and Flexen enters here off back-to-back quality starts. First time he's done this since mid-April. Gray has struggled in his home ballpark, which isn't crazy to think with how small it plays and his home run woes. And it will be warm tomorrow, warm and humid, if you will. I mentioned about Gray's home run problem, and I'd expect Seattle to barrel up quite a few here, as they've been doing for weeks now. If Flexen can limit the walks, he's likely not going to have much trouble navigating this Nats lineup that's really struggling to not only plate runs these days, but plate foot traffic. As for lineups, it goes without saying, we got the edge with Seattle here, top to bottom. And as for bullpens, don't look now. The 11th best pen in baseball, the Seattle Mariners. This pen is finally coming around, and they've had plenty of one-run wins during this stretch, which is, made it even more impressive, everything, that's been going on with them. All in all, as you know, we always price hunt, and regardless of the quote-unquote square, sharp play here, with Seattle in this spot, we get the better lineup, the better pen, much more streakier team. And even if we argue starting pitching is equal, which I think you can make counter arguments for both pitchers here, there's just so many other check boxes in our favor here at -115. So, yes, I fired there. So that's Mariners money line -115. DK in New Jersey. May the odds be ever in our favor. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Creates of fake accounts more. Thumbs up. If you did not enjoy, I hope you walk into a yield sign. As always, drop comments below your thoughts on the vid. Let me know who you like for this MLB slate. And also, feel free to drop in the comments your superstitious beliefs. Again, I think it's all subjective, and I think there's validity to anybody's points as it relates to superstition. So don't be shy in the comment section. Warm water. My guy Joey will have you covered for the next few nights in this sport. I'll be back in the PGA streets with the crew Wednesday, and then back Friday with another MLB play. Sad to say I won't have any live shows this weekend. I don't believe I have a remote wedding in PA that I'm going to have to stay overnight for. I know, cue the tiny violin, but spread continues to true through tennis at Run Pure Bets, and Kegger just had another fat, profitable NASCAR live show. Shocker, I know. Such a goat. With all that said, though, be sure to gamble responsibly, stay safe, and